Hello? I will now show you how the facade laser works. We have this beautiful and elegant cabinet, and we will now finish it with a facade. We will have separate doors at the top, and we won't make solid doors. It's up to you to decide how you will do it. I will just show you how we can do all this quickly. We take the facade, which is an overlay facade, of course. I place it here. The material of the facade is MDF dye. I take a regular facade model. The thickness of the facade is 22 millimeters. The color of the door, I will take this color, or maybe this one. I don't like this color. Let's take this one. Now we click on this, and we need to check what we have. Basically, we have the color and so on. We go here. The facade bag goes here. And we copy from here to here. And we copy the facade from here. Now let's see what we can do with these facades. Now I close this. I go to the facade. And we have the facade modification. We go there. And there is an option to enlarge the facade. I enter here, and these arrows show me this facade in which direction I can enlarge it. Well, I need to enlarge the left side, of course. I click like this, and it has enlarged the left side. Then I go into this facade, also the facade modification. I enter there as well, here, and the right side. Yes, it does it like this, with the lower facade. I enter here, and I clicked here to the left, and down, and OK. You see how everything is quick and simple. I also go here and below. We don't need it. We just live with all of them. We got this type of facade. And now what we need to do next is click on this facade, and we need to get to the door. Yes, we have one type of opening for one facade. And for two facades, it's all the same thing. Here, and we do the same thing here. That's it. But you see, these lines show that these facades have overlapped each other. These lines, double lines, show that the facades overlap each other, and to move them away from each other, what needs to be done for this? We click on the facade, enter the facade modification, and we have a left margin. No, we don't need the left margin, but we need this one. The right margin, semi-overlaid, see how it moves away, and the bottom margin. Bottom, yes, here's the semi-overlay offset. Yes, like this. And that's it. Now we click on the second facade and do the same here. We need a left semi-overlay offset, see it, and a bottom offset, also semi-overlay. Now let's go down to this facade. We also need a top semi-overlay offset. See, we corrected the discussion there. And a right semi-overlay offset. It also got corrected like this. And green here too is the left semi-overlay offset. See, and the top offset slightly. That's it. All the facades have been corrected. Now if we click on, see how they just open and close, because right now we will remove the doors, close the loop, we open and look at the hinges. You must definitely look at the hinges. In principle, here's what I did. For example, these hinges are all sitting on top of each other. Here is 18 millimeters of MDF. I think they need to be adjusted somehow so that they do not overlap. We need to change the sizes. And how can we do this? Here, if we click on the hinges, we can choose the number of hinges, standard or non-standard. Well, there are two hinges. We click here for two, and you see we are already moving here. And the right side of the hinge, we say that here we write to move it down somewhere. Well, 30 meters, yes, like this. And Principle, we can also have 30 millimeter here. And this is also 30, 30. And this is also 30 like this. And let's see what will happen. You see, everything seems fine then. It's fine, yes. It doesn't overlap at all. Basically, no. Everything is okay. Now, the same green with this. And we need the same thing. On this side. No. I would take it on this side because these hinges, yes, they close here. They get caught here. And they need to be moved somehow, yes. Also not to click. And we go into the hinges. We have the number of hinges. And how many hinges we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, maybe it will be 5. We just click on 5 and move here. Now I would just take all these hinges to 35, and we will switch to 35 like this. And here, 35 is for the third hinge, and for the fourth hinge, I do minus 35 instead. Good. And I also set the bottom hinge to 35 at the top. Like this, 1 and 2, like a minute. This one at the top is also minus 35, here minus 35, but here. 35 doesn't help us, right? Wait, we go back to the previous point again, right? And 5, right. What did we do? And minus? No. Sorry, it should have been 35. And here, minus 35 is not enough for it to. He probably left. It took a minus, like this, 50. See? Also, 50 doesn't help. Another problem from this. Well, what now? Well, I'm taking a little more from this 70. Well, everything is okay in principle. I think you understand everything now. But these hinges are overlapping each other. And when you fasten it with screws, these screws won't interfere with each other. You can see all the possibilities clearly and do it as you like, as you need, and as in the design, and so on. You need to understand how the facade works. We have an overlay facade, and it turns out like this. If you press on the facade, you get this situation, and you can change anything. I won't show it now, because it's the same operations. You need to act the same way as with this facade, but you can also make double doors yourself. One facade or 2 facades and so on. Well, basically, it's the same here. All right, I won't tire you anymore, and I'll say until next time, goodbye.